Hey guys, Jackie at Cruise in the Kitchen. So this morning I'm going to be doing some baking with sourdough, with my sourdough, and I wanted to bring you along as I do something with my discard prior to doing what I need to do with the baking. Okay, so I have already measured out what I need for what I'm baking. So with the remainder, we're looking at roughly about a cup of discard. Okay, now that we got that, we're going to add about 3 tablespoons of butter. And we are going to stir that up real good until it's combined. This is the key to making these discard crackers, is the butter, because it will allow them to be super crispy like a cracker is supposed to be. Okay. I'm going to throw in a small amount of Himalayan salt, pink salt. Okay. Just a little, because we are going to actually put an herbed salt on top. Okay, so we're going to just dump it out on the tray. Sorry if you're seeing the cord. I've got you attached to my earphones. Prior to doing this, you should set your oven to 350. So I usually do this sourdough cracker recipe differently. However, I recently learned from, I think her channel is Heather's Homestead. I will verify that before I post this. But these are simple, easy crackers. You want to basically just kind of evenly spread it out on the parchment paper and cookie sheet. So like I said, 350 on the oven. Okay, so from there, you're going to take whatever herbs and seasonings you want. This is my homemade herbed salt. So it's got rosemary and basil and thyme. I even believe there's some lemon zest in here, and garlic. And so there will be a video on that at another time. So I just sprinkle it right over the top. And then we're going to add cracked pepper. And then over the top of the cracked pepper, now remember, my biggest thing is make it your own. Add whatever you want. But over the top, we are going to do some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. And this is actually my homemade Parmesan. And then you're going to put it in the oven that's preheated to 350. And you're going to just cook it until it's browned nicely. and the dough isn't doughy or the discard isn't doughy. When I did this the last time, it took me about 30 minutes to cook it all the way through. The outer edges were darker than the center, but it all turned out perfectly. So super simple discard crackers where you don't have to add flour, all the herbs you want, and then throw it in the fridge. It is simply the discard, so it is all sourdough. Anyway, I will go ahead and get these in the oven. We'll check it after 25 minutes to see how it's doing. I had to put it in a little bit longer than expected, so it's been in there for about 35 to 40 minutes. We will let it cool and then break it into pieces. Okay. So it has cooled down. It is a big sheet, and I just literally take it and break it into whatever size pieces I want. And then I store it. They never last very long, so I just store it in a half-gallon squat jar. They're nice and crispy. I've just literally broke it in whatever shape it wanted to break into, whereas the previous kind that I used to do was very organized and uniform in sizes. But I like this way. It's so much easier, and no having to wait several hours for the flour and the dough to be done. You don't have to roll any dough out, which I was using my KitchenAid attachment dough pasta maker to roll out to a uniform thickness. With this, I mean, it's so much easier.